On the news, Tinubu launches 2025 Armed Forces Remembrance Day emblem and appeal fund. Senate shifts screening of ministerial nominees to Wednesday, October 30. And NJC sets up panel to investigate conflicting court decisions on Rivers political crisis. Many thanks for joining us on News Now on TV 360 Nigeria. I'm Simisola Adigun. President Bola Tinubu has launched the 2025 Armed Forces Remembrance Day emblem and appeal fund, pledging to prioritize the welfare of servicemen and women as they combat current security challenges. The president performed the brief ceremony at the council chambers of the State House on Tuesday, where he seized the opportunity to commend the armed forces for their role as the first line of defense in protecting the country. This report has details. The Armed Forces Remembrance Day is an annual event commemorated on January 15 to honor fallen heroes who staked their lives to protect the country and its citizens. In appreciation of the efforts of Nigeria's fallen heroes to national security, President Tinubu has unveiled the 2025 Armed Forces Remembrance Day emblem and appeal fund ahead of the symbolic day. In his speech, Tinubu affirmed his administration's commitment to supporting military personnel and also honoring those who lost their lives while serving the nation.
To you all, we have to continue to strive to eliminate conflict in our country, to eliminate terrorism, banditry, and make priority the stability of this country. It is a great honor for me to once again launch the emblem to raise necessary funds. I will continue to assure you that the welfare of our men and women of the armed forces will continue to be our topmost priority.
Speaking further, the Minister of Defense says the unveiling serves as a reflection of the nation's deep military history.
We therefore honor our unforgettable heroes whose legacy is woven in the very fabric of our nation. Today we stand united to launch the 2025 emblem and a field fund in honor of our ever-respected veterans and members of the Nigerian Armed Forces. This initiative is crucial in our effort to support our veterans and their family, ensuring they receive the recognition and assistance they rightfully deserve for keeping Nigeria united, safe and committed to the international peace and security.
In appreciation of the efforts of fallen heroes to national security, the Secretary to the Government of the Federation pledged a donation.
Those left behind by those who paid the price that we may live should at all times be supported. His Excellency has never wavered in that direction. I am therefore to announce this donation on behalf of the government in the sum of 500 million naira.
In further appreciation, President of the Senate Godswill Akpabio, on behalf of the National Assembly, also made a donation of 200 million naira, while the Chief of Defense Staff, Christopher Musa, announced a donation of 50 million naira on behalf of service chiefs and the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Igbetokun. Simisola Adigun, TV 360 News. The Senate has postponed the screening of the newly appointed ministers from Tuesday, October 29 to Wednesday, October 30. Special Advisor to the President on Senate Matters, Bashir Lado, disclosed this in a statement on Tuesday, adding that the shift became necessary to allow all 7 ministerial nominees complete necessary documentations. Last week, Last week, Wednesday, President Tinubu had written to the Senate seeking the screening and subsequent confirmation of appointments of 7 ministerial nominees announced in Abuja. President Tinubu's request was contained in a letter addressed to the President of the Senate, Godswill Akpabio, and read last Thursday during plenary. In response to the ongoing disruption of power supply in the northern part of the country, Deputy Senate President Barau Jibrin has confirmed that security agencies are set to take decisive action against insurgents obstructing the repair of power lines, essential power lines. This initiative follows reports from the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, which highlighted widespread power outages impacting the northeast, northwest, and part of north-central Nigeria due to repeated vandalism of critical transmission lines, including the Shiroro-Kaduna line. Addressing the Senate on Tuesday, Jibrin assured that the Office of the National Security Advisor is actively addressing the issue.
The Leadership of Senate is concerned about the lack of electricity supply in the northern part of this country. This is happening due to the fact that the electricity tower coming from within the area that electricity is taken to the northern part of the country was vandalized by terrorists, and it has become a problem for the TCN staff to get to where this occurred, to get it restored, because that area is being occupied by terrorists. Now, what has been done is, what is being done now is that the security agencies are putting their hands together to get to that spot and try to eradicate or take away the threat that is being there for quite a while.
In other stories, the National Judicial Council has set up a panel to investigate conflicting court rulings related to the political unrest in Rivers State. The protracted power struggle between Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara and his predecessor, Nyesom Wike, who currently serves as the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, has created a complex crisis in the state, resulting in confusion and numerous court disputes leading to conflicting decisions. The committee, chaired by a former Supreme Court Justice Olabode Rhodes Vival, is expected to commence sitting from Tuesday, November 5. The Minister of Interior, Olubunmi Tunji-Ojo, is expected to sign a one-year performance contract with agencies under the ministry to ensure a reorientation and renewal of the purpose, mandate, productivity, and efficiency of the 6 agencies under the ministry. The signing of the performance bonds is expected to take place on Tuesday at the end of a review of the performances and projections of the agencies. This will mark the culmination of the ministry's ongoing debut performance contracting retreat 2024. Nigeria's economy is grappling with soaring inflation and surging fuel prices, leading to unprecedented increases in food costs. As citizens cut down on their budgets and purchases, vendors report declining sales. TV360's Okwayemi Owosheni went on a market survey to explore the dynamics of these increases and how they are reshaping consumer behavior and business operations nationwide.
Yeah, the Onigbongbo markets in Lagos. The impact of Nigeria's soaring inflation and fuel prices increases is evident. Behind me, traders are struggling to sell as the price of basic food items have increased in the past few months. Nigeria's inflation rate hit 32.70% in September 2024, driven by fuel price increase and currency devaluation, which ultimately led to higher food prices affecting traders. With the hike in petrol price to 1,000 naira and above, depending on the source, the cost of transporting goods from farms to urban centers has risen significantly.
We have beans, this Meduguri, this drum beans. that we used to buy 80,000, 70,000 before. Even people are complaining that the price, the bigger bag, they used to brought for us from Meduguri. That one is 70, 80,000. But I'm talking to you now, they are the same beans we bought at earlier this year, 80,000. It's 320,000.
Then we are selling beans, paint of beans, 5,000, 6,000. But now we are selling paint of beans, 10,000, 11,000. Gary, then doing Buhari regime, we are selling it 1,500, 16,000, 13,000, 12,000. But now, paint of Gary, 4,000, 35,000. So everything just went up during this Tinubu regime.
The sharp increases have had adverse effects on businesses in the market, affecting majority of the traders.
Based on that, everything have went up. So I have to do budget, and sometimes some of my customers do come. They usually complain that, "Oga, what I bought here last week is more higher than what I'm getting now." But we now, we that went to the market is as the same thing. We feel too. That is what we are feeling too, like the same thing. When we go to the market today, I can buy this thing for five naira. If I go next week, I can get it for like 20 naira. In fact, 15 naira gone save.
It really affects us because with them, as you see my shop, I used to fill my shop. If you like 2 million naira, you fill the whole shop. But now, if you 10 million naira, you not use 10 million to buy anything.
For an average Nigerian, the prices for essential food items have skyrocketed, making it increasingly difficult for many families to afford them. While the government says interventions such as promoting local production and reducing import dependency are on their way, their impact is yet to be felt.
Since more than 1 year, I've never tasted turkey of Titus fish. I use pomo and ejegu. Before I reject that the people who eat pomo or ejegu. I don't ever eat pomo before and ejegu. Maybe I just wish. Now my best pot of soup now is pomo and ejegu. And that one now is very expensive again now. When Tinubu entered now, everything have changed.
It's not funny. Like last 2 weeks, I came to market to buy groundnut oil. It was 11,000. I came last week. It was 10,000. And this week is 14,500. I don't know how we are going to cope in this regime. I don't just get it. So now it's not time to come to market with bulk money. You just come and pick whatever you want to cook and go home.
The way things are going now, in the next 4 years to come, there will be crisis in Nigeria. Let me not lie to you. There will be crisis in Nigeria. Because me even saw himself, I'm angry. Like seriously, I'm angry. Because you can't buy food stuff of, maybe for example, you're buying Gary of 1,500. Then tomorrow or in the next 1 hour, you'll be seeing 2,500. For what now?
Last week, I took 30,000 naira to market. When I came back, I didn't exactly what I bought from market. 30,000 naira. 30,000 naira, which is supposed to be somebody's salary. I took the money. I can't even buy a lot of things.
I want government to help us and talk to the farmers too that is producing all these things. They should give them security so that because there is no security in the bush, in the farm. So all these S-men and every other thing affected the local market a lot.
If the price of rice go down today, most of all this food they are seeing, all of them will come down. If government will use their power or to use the power to bring in this rice issue, because no family rice is one of the best Nigerian food that they consume daily in Nigeria.
As Nigerians continue to navigate these economic challenges, the question remains: how long will we have to endure before relief comes? Okpayemi Owosheni, TV360 News, Lagos.
We'll take a short break. Coming up on News Now, Trump leads Harris in 7 key battleground states with election day 1 week away. Stay with us for details.
In the last 3 years, we have built a multi-purpose center which is the envy of all in our constituency. And I can tell you that the people who are living there are already enjoying it.
Guy, do you think what this man just said is true? See, I seriously doubt. I'm sure it's one of those their silly lies.
And wait, do you know there's a way to find out if these things he's saying is true or not? This is the Construct app. It gives people like us a sure way to track implementation of constituency projects. It gives valid and verified information on location of projects, amounts allocated, amount funded, the level of job done, and even the profiles of concerned legislators. You and I can post directly on this app.
Are you serious?
This is the Go-To app if you want to know how our Commonwealth is being expanded by the government.
Wow. Let's even see if what this man said is true. Show me.
The Construct app is developed by Other Paper Nigeria with support from USAID and is available on both Google Play Store and Apple Store.
And it's true.
Of course, I told you.
Welcome back. Here's a reminder of our top stories. President Bola Tinubu has launched the 2025 Armed Forces Remembrance Day Emblem and Appeal Fund, pledging to prioritize the welfare of servicemen and women as they combat current security challenges. The president performed the brief ceremony at the council chambers of the State House on Tuesday, where he seized the opportunity to commend the armed forces for their role as the first line of defense in protecting the country. We also told you that the Senate has postponed the screening of the newly appointed ministers from Tuesday, October 29 to Wednesday, October 30. Special advisor to the President on Senate matters, Bashir Lato, disclosed this in a statement on Tuesday, adding that the shift became necessary to allow all the 7 ministerial nominees complete necessary documentations. In case you missed any of our news bulletins or for more updates, you can catch us on Limex World TV and AVO TV or log on to our website on www.tv360nigeria.com. You can also follow us on our social media platforms on Twitter, Instagram and YouTube at TV360 Nigeria, or download our mobile app on Google Play Store, Huawei App Gallery and Apple Store. On Facebook, we're at TV360 Online.
Opinions are free, facts are sacred, but truth is universal.
How, in practical terms, can we, for instance, de-escalate the tension?
When you go into public office, you must be ready to answer to the people.
We know where the enemy is. 3 places, the Lake Chad Basin, the border area between Nigeria and Cameroon, and then the Sambisa Forest.
On Digi 360, we give you a complete dose of everything. Opinion, facts and undiluted truth.
I hardly believe what politicians have said in this part of the world.
A new Nigeria is possible, a future is possible.
We delve into the issues, dissect it so that you can understand it, use it to take action.
I don't think there's any need for any governor to look for grant for ranching.
Digi 360, dissecting the issues.
Let's switch to business news. Tamilore Akikolie has the latest. Over to you, Tamilore.
Thank you, Sumisola. Hello and welcome to Business News. Now, the Nigerian government, through the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Authority, has issued licenses for 9 modular refineries. The chief executive of the agency, Farouk Ahmed, announced this on Monday at the 2024 Oil Trading and Logistics Africa Downstream Energy Week in Lagos. According to Ahmed, Nigeria's refinery capacity has been increasing under the current administration, especially with Dangote refinery coming on stream. He further stated that apart from 9 modular refineries, 7 licenses were also issued to construct and 4 licenses to also operate modular refineries. Still on business, the Nigerian Senate has approved a request by President Bola Tinubu to refund a total of 24 billion naira to Kebbi and Nasarawa states for executing airport projects on behalf of the federal government. The upper legislative chamber approved Tinubu's request after the senator representing Taraba State, Manu Aruna, presented a report on behalf of the Committee on Local and Foreign Debt. On his part, Senator representing Adamawa State, Aminu Abbas, says the request should be approved considering the importance of infrastructure to development and insecurity.
That the Senate do approve the promissory note program to settle outstanding claims and liabilities of Kebbi State Government, the sum of 15,137,336,095 naira and 8 kobo only. Those in favor of this prayer, please say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. Also, the sum of 9,542,651,786 naira only, naira 11 kobo only, be reimbursed to Nasarawa State Government for the construction of Lafia Cargo Airport. Those in favor of prayer 2, please say, or community 2, please say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. That the federal government prioritizes the settlement of incurred debts through the issuance of promissory notes for the settlement of outstanding reimbursement debts to states, judgment debts and other debt liabilities incurred by the federal ministries, departments and agencies to avoid further costs and liabilities to the federal government. Those in favor of this prayer, please say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
We'll go on a short break here and be back with Stock Market Report. Welcome back. Well, it's the second weekday of trading and the Nigerian exchange market maintained its downward trajectory, closing at 0.66%, with the basis point at 98,000 and the market cap at 59 trillion naira. Now, leading the laggards at the end of trading is Cadbury Nigeria with an end-of-day price depreciation of 9.89%, closing at 16 naira 40 kobo, followed closely by Academy, which closed at 2 naira 83 kobo. Now, the market saw 123 NGS listed equities participate in trading, which gives us a market summary of 399 million volumes of shares, worth over 8 billion naira exchanged in 9,547 deals. Now, this shows improvement in turnover, deals, and volumes when compared to the previous day, but the market still ended in the BS. Now, a look to our global market. Now, as you can see behind me, the UK FTSE and US Dow just recorded a similar trading day, just like the Nigerian exchange market, and then in the BS at 0.80% and 0.12%, leaving only the Japan's Nikkei in a progressive note at 0.77%. Now, for the foreign exchange market, on the black market, the US dollar traded at 1,748 naira, the Great British Pound at 2,260 naira, leaving only the euros at 1,855 naira, and that makes only the British pounds on the 2,000 naira basis point. Well, that's it on both business and stock market report. Back to you, Simi.
Thank you very much, Tamilore. And on the foreign scene, just a week before Election Day in the United States, former President Donald Trump holds a narrow national lead of 0.1% and remains on top in 7 key battleground states by an average of 0.9%. Vice President Kamala Harris has pledged to turn the page on fear and decisiveness at a campaign rally in the battleground state of Michigan. According to 538's daily election poll tracker, Harris holds a narrow lead in the national polls with a 1.4 percentage point advantage as of Tuesday. This marks a slight dip from the previous week when she was ahead by 1.7 percentage points. A Belgium court has jailed dozens of people in one of the country's biggest ever drug trials, with ringleaders sentenced to up to 17 years behind bars. More than 120 defendants from Belgium, Albania, Colombia, and North Africa were accused of having participated in a multinational cocaine and cannabis trafficking enterprise after investigators cracked encrypted messaging apps. Authorities in Paraguay announced the largest cocaine seizure in the country's history after officials were surprised to find more than 4 tons of the drug stashed inside a shipment of sugar bound for Belgium. Finally, on sports, President of Libya's Football Federation, Nasser Al-Swai, has strongly kicked against the verdict of a 50,000 naira fine and forfeiture of 3 points and 3 goals to Nigeria by the Confederation of African Football (CAF) over the delisted 2025 AFCON qualifying Group D fixture scheduled for October 15 in Benin. According to Monday's report on Libyan outlet Libyan Observer, Al-Swai described the ruling as unjust and malicious. He alleged that the Nigeria Football Federation's influence within CAF played a major role in the outcome. Meanwhile, the Nigeria Football Federation has disclosed that CAF has picked November 14 and 18 for Nigeria's final 2025 Africa Cup of Nations qualifying matches against the Republic of Benin and Rwanda. The outcome of these fixtures will determine Nigeria's qualification for the 2025 AFCON finals in Morocco, set for December 2025 through January 2026. Nigeria finished as runners-up at the last edition of the AFCON, hosted and won by Cote d'Ivoire. Well, that's it on News Now. Many thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time.